We always advise you to work smart, not necessarily hard, and these people have taken it to a whole new level. Here are 15 jobs that pay you to do nothing. Number 1. Testing casino floors. Love 'em or hate 'em, casinos are everywhere and they have a very distinct method and way of functioning. There are so many jobs available at a casino, but the one that we're about to share with you is unlike the regular dealers, croupier, or waitstaff. We're looking at the role of someone who's paid to gamble. Sounds insane, but it's true. There are people who are paid a salary to go to casinos to test the experience. By doing this, the casino can get a first-hand, honest account of what the user encounters while placing bets and gambling. If you like the bright lights, the room with no windows, no clocks, and the constant ringing and buzzing, then this is the perfect job for you. Number 2. Standing in line. You could be earning $25 an hour doing nothing. As long as you have the capacity to stand for ages on end or sitting next to someone who keeps showing you photos of their grandchildren, well then you're good to go. There's even an app where people can book you directly to stand in line for them. Then it's easy. Once you're close to the front, you pop the buyer a message and you trade places with them and get paid. Easiest money-making experience ever. According to Elite Daily, a guy named Robert Samuel once made $14,000 in a single day waiting in line to buy someone an iPhone. Number 3. Professional mourner. Funerals are meant to be a sad affair, but what if people are not sad enough, or the person who died isn't a very well-liked or well-respected member of their community? Well, it's time to bring in the professional mourners. They're booked and paid to come to the funeral and wail and cry in anguish. The more tragic the experience, the better they get paid. According to Psychology Today, they're known as moirologists, sobbers, wailers, or criers. In South Africa, you can pay someone to cry and threaten to jump into the grave, if you're so inclined. Of course, they do charge extra for that. You also find them in China, England, and the US. And Aluxers, while you're drying your eyes, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We've got more fun lists just like this one. Number 4. Get paid to listen to music. Aluxers, most of us listen to music every day, but most of us don't get paid for it. Financial Wolves highlights several ways you can earn money while listening to music. Perform market research, test out new music, promote individual artists or brands, or promote radio stations. Earnings will fluctuate, but it's an avenue well worth looking into. Number 5. Read for a living. Dr. Seuss once said, "The more you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go." If you're an avid reader, then you're in luck because you can earn a decent living while your head is buried deep inside a book. And while any lover of reading will scorn this idea that they're getting paid to do nothing because reading is not nothing, there's no need to share that with non-book lovers. So shh, let's just work in peace, shall we? Number 6. IT. We're not suggesting that IT is an easy industry. However, there are ways and means of working it to your advantage. Several IT people have affirmed that they've managed to automate their work responsibilities, meaning they literally sit around all day doing practically nothing while the machinery does the work for them. And good for them. The only downside is it's not good form to play video games while at work or do something entirely different to what you're being paid to do, so it can mean many long hours of being completely bored. Number 7. Hotel sleep tester. Testing mattresses and the overall feel of a hotel room is a real thing. ZipRecruiter says that anyone choosing this career can earn anything from $30,000 a year to $100,000 a year. The most important part of the job is to test the mattress quality. How many times have you stayed somewhere and felt so uncomfortable on a lumpy, too soft, too hard, crappy mattress? Probably more often than you'd like to admit. So this job enables a hotel to ensure their bed quality is perfect for their guests. Other functions of a hotel sleep tester are to pick up on the weird noises. Does anything go bump or creak in the night? Is there an annoying light that filters in from the outside, or a dripping toilet? Anything that interrupts a good night's sleep is discovered and fixed, so that when you stay there, you have the sweetest dreams possible. Number 8. Professional foreigner. China needs help, and you could be their answer. Do you suit up well, shake hands nice and firmly, have a great smile that generates trust and familiarity? Then we've got the perfect job for you. Many Chinese companies hire foreigners to be the face behind public events. For example, cutting the ribbon of a new store or grand opening event, pulling the trigger on a road race. Any event where there'll be media and press, there is a certain level of esteem if the event is attended by a foreigner. And Aluxers, here's a bonus. You don't even need to speak Mandarin or Cantonese. Just smile and wave, smile and wave. Number 9. An art project in Sweden. Wix.com asked this pertinent question. Could you get by on $28,000 yearly salary if you literally had the easiest job on the planet? Yes, we think we could. The project is commentary on the quote, face of mass automation and the wealth gap, and how the human race will do less and less the more artificial intelligence takes over. The project is due to start in 2026, the same time a new train station is scheduled to open. The duty of the successful applicant will be to arrive at the train station in the morning, turn the lights on, and then clock out at the end of the day. Absolutely nothing else. The job is guaranteed for a lifetime. You can do other things in the day if you want to, as long as you're on site. You also get annual leave, increases, and a retirement plan. Now, that's a job we believe anyone will be on board with. Number 10. Island caretaker. Deemed the best job in the world, in 2009 there was an island caretaker position made available on the Great Barrier Reef. It was part of a marketing strategy by Tourism Queensland and paid the successful applicant $150,000 to swim and snorkel. Over and above the excruciating workload we just mentioned, the candidate would need to blog about their experience and keep a photo diary of the daily routine. Now that, Aluxers, is definitely a once-in-a-lifetime job opportunity. And if you'd like to brush up on your Great Barrier Reef knowledge, just in case this opportunity arises again, be sure to listen to The Great Barrier Reef, The History of the World's Largest Coral Reef by Charles River Editors. It's available on Audible, and you can use our free download by going to Alux.com/freebook. Number 11. Look after pandas. A headline on The Muse caught thousands of people's attention in 2014, which read, "How to get paid to play with baby pandas all day long." Wait, what? Yep, there was an advertisement looking for someone to play with baby pandas and get paid for their efforts. The Giant Panda Protection and Research Center in China's Sichuan province were looking to hire full-time panda cub caretakers, and there was only a few prerequisites, which were as follows. Your work has only one mission: spending 365 days with the pandas and sharing in their joys and sorrows. Oh, and of course you'd need to know a lot about pandas too. But still, can you imagine? Number 12. The professional bridesmaid or best man. It's a pretty sad affair to get married and have no one in mind to be a bridesmaid or best man, or perhaps the couple's besties weren't in the front of the line when it came to looks, and for that purpose, we released this video, 15 unfair advantages attractive people have. Whatever the wedding couple's reasons might be, they can easily hire a bridesmaid or a best man, but it will cost them around $1,000. I mean, it's pretty easy money to stand around in a smart suit or pretty dress, eat cake, and drink champagne, wouldn't you say? Number 13. Any type of tester. Food, beer, gum, chocolate, tea, wine. Although, Aluxers, there are testers who have to stomach things like dog and cat food, but for the purpose of this video, we'll conveniently forget about those. Your options are endless. You could become a chocolate consultant, where you fly around the world tasting and grading chocolate. Same goes for beer, tea, coffee, and wine, anything you can think of. Choosing to become a gumologist or gum taster sounds easy enough. Job Monkey describes it as working alongside gum scientists called gumologists. Gum tasters spend countless hours trying to perfect the taste of your favorite gum. Number 14. Netflix Tagger. Would have been nice to know we could have been paid for watching all that Netflix while we were stuck indoors during COVID, but here we are. A Netflix tagger is someone that makes a living watching Netflix. We prefer to label them professional binge watchers. What it really is curating all the shows, movies, and content on Netflix. As posted by Netflix, we're seeking an entertainment-savvy analyst to help categorize television series, specials, and movies for our 100+ million users. You will be tagging, rating, researching, and enhancing title-level metadata for the Netflix Originals catalog in a high-volume, high-quality, deadline-driven environment. And here you thought your dream job didn't exist. Number 15. Water slide tester. Roughly $30,000 to $35,000 a year. Bet you didn't even know this was a thing, right? And sure, it sounds like fun, but there are still certain skills that you need to fulfill the daunting role of a water slide tester. For starters, you can't go down the water slide wearing a Speedo because we all know what happens to those. So if you're a woman, no bikinis, because ladies, we know what happens to those too. And lastly, you must have a love for water. Once you've ticked those off the list, well, you're good to go. Water slides are judged on adrenaline and splash. You need to be calm, level-headed, and have the freedom to travel the world. A social media butterfly is a pro because you'll want to share the experiences of the most incredible water slides you've ever encountered around the world. So, Aluxers, have you ever been paid to do absolutely nothing? We'd love to hear about your experience. Now, since you stuck with us until the end, we've been holding on to a bonus for you. It's true that many people earn fat salaries from doing nothing, but that's often our preconceived idea of nothing, when in fact they're not doing what we believe they should be doing. However, there are many people who are on a company or government payroll who have never ever worked at that company. Recent investigations in Kuwait confirm that 900+ government workers were still earning regular salaries despite being suspended, barely showing faces in the office, or like one lucky guy who never worked a single day for government. These people received salaries for 10 years and barely worked a day in their lives. Now that is genuinely getting paid to do nothing. Thanks for watching, Aluxers. We so appreciate you taking the time to subscribe and leave us with a thumbs up.